Okay, so the Emirates Lions gear up for their second Challenge Cup fixture on a Friday night at Ellis Park. The scores were levelled against the Dragons last week at 31-all, forcing the pride of Joburg, that's the Lions, to settle for fifth place in Pool B after the opening game. Well, joining me to chat about the new competition and the season so far is Lions and Springbok Fly-half, Jordan Hendrikse. A very good afternoon, Jordan. Great to have you in studio. How are you doing?
I'm good in your Arthur, and
Fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Lovely, lovely. I know that you've got a very busy schedule, so to have you in studio is really, really awesome. You guys just had, that's the Lions of course, you just had an intense training session yesterday. How are the preparations going for the Lions ahead of their match against Stade Francais on Friday?
Oh, you know, with all the wet weather, you know, the past couple of days, you know, it's a new challenge for us. They say it's going to rain on Friday night, so we look forward to that. We prepped well, we're confident, and we just want to prove our wrongs, you know, during the game against Dragons last weekend. We look forward to, you know, our second game in this new competition, and we look forward to it.
All right, you said obviously trying to undo the wrongs or to better the wrongs that were done last time out against the Dragons. Discipline has been one of the major talking points with the Lions, especially because it's very important that, you know, the Lions can't be finishing each game week in, week out with at least 14 men. What has Coach Van Rooyen and staff, and the rest of the coaching staff for that matter, said about this matter that's at hand?
We have to fix it in terms of, you know, yellow cards are ill discipline from, you know, players. It's a physical sport, so you're prone to, you know, have discipline issues, but, you know, getting yellow card is something as a team that we prep that we don't want, you know, for the next game and games going forward, because, you know, it makes it tough, you know, for the team, and you're also winning games with 14 men.
Wow, winning games with 14 men. I'm sure the Lions still have it within them to do that, Jordan. Jaco Kriel returns to the Lions setup. What impact does he bring to the squad, especially when you think about the remainder of the tournament?
Having a senior player back is good for youngsters, you know, because we're a fairly young side. His experience, you know, just, you know, gives us more confidence, you know, having more senior players. And we look forward to that, you know, having more and more senior players as we have lots of youngsters. And what, you know, this new competition, it's good to have more senior players because the youngsters can lean on them.
All right, I mean, you're one of the youngsters in the group as well. I mean, let's talk about your kicking game. Are you satisfied with your kicking game, with the progress so far? What are your ambitions as a number 10 for the Lions and possibly the Springboks in the future?
I'm happy with my kicking game, you know. The last kick last weekend, you know, a kick I didn't get over to win the game, but I'm happy with it, you know, going forward now. My ambitions, you know, as a Fly-half and for the Lions is to, of course, play for the Springboks. You know, that's my dream and ambition, but my main focus now is to focus on my role at the Lions, you know, and just, you know, get victories and, you know, just consistent performances.
Did that deter you a little bit, missing that kick? Does that affect your mental strength in any way? I mean, mental problems, mental challenges have been one of the themes that have popped up in rugby recently. How do you feel about that, Jordan?
No, it just takes me back to the drawing board, you know, going back to practicing every day and just, you know, putting myself in situations similar to that, you know, and just from there waiting for my next kick, you know, to get that over, you know.
All right. I mean, Stade Francais have a few SA players. I think JJ van der Merwe is one of them, and also Springbok Vincent Kark. This is the first time that the Lions face a team like Stade Francais. This is a team that you've never played before. Yeah. How does your preparation and your planning go according to those factors?
It's a great opportunity for us, you know, being in this new competition, you know, new opposition and different style of play, you know. Our first time playing a French team. Yeah. So our main focus is to focus on ourselves, focus on our prep and, you know, just get what we have to, you know.
All right, speaking about the new tournament, what are the Lions' ambitions for both the URC and the Challenge Cup?
For us is to, of course, you know, win one competition out of the two, you know, but also, you know, qualify for playoffs, you know, in terms of URC, we're number 5 on the log now, so we look forward to that, you know, going into semis sooner or later, you know, but just continuing the momentum we have built up, you know, the past couple of games. And for the new competition, of course, it's a knockout competition, so we have to, you know, get the points that we have to in terms of victories, and we were just unfortunate, you know, getting a draw last weekend.
Happy with that, Jordan. We have run out of time, but as a closing question, 2023 is a Rugby World Cup year. You've already said at the top of your answers that you'd like to represent the Springboks. How is your preparation towards that dream going?
To focus on myself, focus on my role at the Lions, and with the Lions doing well, that, will lead to my reality of becoming a Springbok, but the most important thing is focusing on myself, focusing on my role at the Lions, and, just success from them.
Fantastic. Happy with that, Jordan Hendrikse. All the best for your match against Stade Francais. That is on Friday, and we'll definitely be rooting for you all the way out here in Johannesburg. Jordan Hendrikse, Lions and Springbok Fly-half, just speaking to us about the season that's been in the URC and the new competition as well. He wants to be a Springbok. That's, of course, ahead of the 2023 Rugby World Cup taking place in France next year. It should be interesting who the final group will be going to the city of love, Paris, and France as well.